Hi, I'm John. I'm a screen printer with Jūpmode, and today I'm going to show you how we burn screens for printing t-shirts. I've been printing shirts for about 10 years now, and when I first started, I taught myself how to do pretty much everything. And I'll tell you what, learning to burn a screen was the hardest thing I had to learn. So today I'm going to show you how we burn a screen now. It's different than when we started, but the basics are the same. First, we start with our film. We use an Epson roll printer that only prints in black ink. The important thing is that the ink is as dark as possible on the film. We use two size screens. The larger screens are for the auto, the smaller screens are for our manual. There's a slight difference in how we burn them based on the size of the screen, and I'll show you what I mean. For our auto press, we have a registration system that helps us line up the film to the screen and line up the screens on press. You can see the unit right here. We throw our screen on it. It has lights where we line up our registration marks. Once we get those in place, we tape the film on, and we're ready to burn a screen. For the manual press, we have a much simpler system to register the art on the film. We have more give on the press, so we don't need to be as exact. What I do is I set the film on the screen, I measure a distance from the bottom, and then I tape the film directly onto the screen. The basics of exposing a screen are this. We have a screen that's coated in emulsion. Emulsion is light sensitive. And what we're doing is essentially controlling the way that we expose this screen to light. The film, which has black ink on it, is going to block the light from exposing the screen that it covers. And then we'll be able to rinse that out with water at the end. So what I do is I place the screen in the exposure unit. I want to make sure my film is flat underneath the screen. That way I get a clean, crisp image, okay? And then I'm going to start it up. You'll see that the exposure unit first achieves vacuum. That helps keep the image flat on the screen so that there are sharp edges and that there's no movement. And once it achieves vacuum, the light will kick on, and then we give it about a minute to expose, and once we're done there, we're ready to rinse it out. Once the screen's done burning, we drop it in this dip tank filled with water. That helps loosen up the emulsion so we can rinse it out a lot easier. And you'll see you really can't see the image on it once it comes out of the exposure unit, but a little water changes that. We use a pressure washer to rinse out the screen. You could use a hose for the same task if you wanted to. Once the screen's rinsed out, we put it into a rack to dry. If we ever need to speed up the process, which we do from time to time, we can put it in front of a fan or under a flash unit. Once the screen's dry, it's ready for use. And that's how we burn a screen. There are different ways to do it, but what we do is fairly standard for the industry. I love screen printing, and I love showing people behind the scenes of what we do. I hope this sheds some light on how we burn screens and how we make t-shirts at Jūpmode. If you have any questions, fire away. And if you're ever in the area and you stop at our store and want to see it in person, I'd love to show you how we do it.